support has provided more than 3 million people with access to clean and safe water. Emergency relief in natural disaster and crisis-affected areas around the world.
Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Sallu alayhi wa alihi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear listeners, you are tuned into Ramadan FM, Revive FM, and this is the Bright Stars Children's Naat competition, and we are hosting the finals today. So inshallah, today we will be hosting the finals for the Bright Stars Children's Naat competition. We have all our participants in the studio. Their parents are waiting with them in the guest room as well, and they should be able to view us live from the screen in our guest room. So inshallah, let's get straight on to that. But before we continue, just like to let the listeners know, this is alhamdulillah our 4th year in a row that we have been running the competition for. And each year it's got bigger and better. So alhamdulillah. And I've had the support of my judges as well. Constantly, every year, without fail, they've been turning up as well. So alhamdulillah, that's great as well. Now, before introducing the judges, I'd just like to mention some of the sponsors that we've had for today's show. So in order to make today a success, we've had 2 main sponsors. One of our main sponsors is Manjaro Restaurant, which is on Ilford Lane. They are based at 213 to 215 Ilford Lane, and their postcode is IG1 2RZ. Now Manjaro Restaurant, they have sponsored our position holders for today. So they will be offering, for first place, they will be offering a meal for 4 at their restaurant. And for second place, they are offering a meal for 3. And for children that receive third place, they are offering a meal for 2. And I must say that I have been to their restaurant and they serve very yummy food and very generous amounts as well that they give. Our second sponsor for today is First Merck's Parts. They are based at 13A River Road, Barking, IG11 OHE. First Mercs Parts and First BMS Parts. Both of them, they sell new and used parts for BMW and Mercedes, and the parts are available in all models. And they are also one of the biggest spare parts garage in the whole of East London. They provide care for your car, they provide repair and servicing. So please do support them. They have been a third year in a row, alhamdulillah. They have also sponsored us. So this is First Mercs Parts and First BMS Parts. They are based at 13A River Road, Barking, IG11 OHE. Moving on to my judges in the studio. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, Jazakallah khair for your time. You've come once again to give us your expertise and your wisdom. So thank you very much for coming. We have two judges in the studio. Those of you that have been following the previous years, you would know that we have had the same judges for the third year in a row now. Our judge number one, which is on my left, is Brother Ismail Mahmood. Brother Ismail Mahmood has been reciting the Naat in the Urdu and Punjabi languages since the age of 4. He has performed at various venues throughout the UK and parts of Pakistan. He is working hard to preserve the classical tradition of Urdu and Punjabi Naat recitation and makes use of ancient classical music systems. He has also completed a diploma and a post-diploma in Hindustani vocals, Hindustani classical vocals, and is an advanced vocalist who is well acquainted with the melodic structures and rhythms of a variety of music performed throughout South Asia. He also holds a master's degree from the School of Oriental and African Studies, where he completed an in-depth dissertation on the Naats of Imam Ahmad Raza Khan. MashaAllah. Ismail also currently runs his own classes, where he is teaching students the basic principles of classical vocals in order to improve their tune and rhythm, so that they are easily able to recite Naat and partake in any other South Asian vocal practice to a high standard. So mashallah, that's our first judge for you. Very mashallah, well equipped and well versed in his field. Our second judge on my right is Hafiz Hassan Mirza. Hassan Mirza began his journey of hifz at the age of 6, and he completed memorizing the entire Holy Quran by the age of 9. After he recited his first Naat in public at the age of 6, he has continued to learn and recite classical Naats, especially those written by Imam Ahmad Raza Khan, Pir Meher Ali Shah, and Mian Muhammad Bakhsh. He has also been leading the Taraweeh prayers in local mosques for the last 15 years, mashallah, and was awarded the first place prize for reciting the entire 30th juz at the age of 7 with a crowd exceeding 1,000 people. Hassan is also a graduate with a first-class master's in theoretical physics, and he's currently pursuing another master's degree at Imperial's College in the subject of human robotics. MashaAllah, very knowledgeable judges in the studio. So thank you very much, judges, for coming. Without further ado, we are going to go straight on to our first age category. So for the first age category, could I please call into the studio Rumaisa Sheikh? This is for the age 5 to 10 category. So our first participant, Rumaisa Sheikh, please make your way into the studio.
हंझू मुख चले अखियां दे रो के मेरी बिगड़ी किस्मत बन जावे हंझू मुख चले अखियां दे रो के.
We have our first participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Rumaisa.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today, Rumaisa?
Alhamdulillah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling happy because I feel blessed to read
Naat?
to read Naat and to praise the Prophet.
MashaAllah.
Like, I want to make the Prophet happy.
MashaAllah, very good. Okay, so have you practiced well?
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready, start with Durood Sharif. You have 3.5 minutes, okay?
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Ya Muhammad Noor Mujassam, Ya Muhammad Noor Mujassam, Ya Habibi Ya Maulai, tasveer kamal mohabbat, tanveer jamal khudai. Ya Muhammad Noor Mujassam, tera wasf bayan ho kisse, تیرا واصف بیان ہو کیسے، تیری کون کرے گا پڑھائی، نبی جی تیری کون کرے گا پڑھائی. اس گرد سفر میں گم ہے، اس گرد سفر میں گم ہے، جبرائیل امین کی رسائی. یا محمد نور مجسم، ماں اجمل کا تیری صورت، ماں اجمل کا تیری صورت، ماں حسن کا تیری سیرت. نبی جی ماں حسن کا تیری سیرت، ماں اکمل کا تیری عظمت، ماں اکمل کا تیری عظمت. تیری ذات میں گم ہے خدائی. یا محمد نور مجسم، تو رئیس روز شفاعت، تو رئیس روز شفاعت، تو امیر لطف و عنایت. نبی جی تو امیر لطف و عنایت. ہے ادیب کو تجھ سے نسبت، ہے ادیب کو تجھ سے نسبت. یہ غلام ہے تو آقائی. یا محمد نور مجسم، یا محمد نور مجسم، یا حبیبی یا مولائی، تصویر کمال محبت، تنویر جمال خدائی. یا محمد نور مجسم.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Rumaisa, that was very beautifully performed. I'm going to pass it on to my judges to comment on your performance. Stay here, listen to what they have to say.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah, thank you very much, Rumaisa. How long have you been practicing that one?
1 week.
1 week, MashaAllah. It's a very, very brave Naat to attempt with 1 week of practice. MashaAllah, overall, it looks like you've got a reasonable sort of control over the tune. The thing is that in a Naat it's very important for there to be highs and lows. You can't really read a Naat with just one level of breath or with one volume, so to speak. So for example, in this Naat where you have Ya Habibi Ya Maulai, tasveer kamal muhabbat, tanveer jamal khudai, Ya Muhammad Noor Mujassam. This is one level. Now when you go to the verse, you need to start higher than that. Yeah? So it's very important to keep in mind that you need to go high and low when you're reading a Naat, because that keeps the audience more engaged and that makes it sound more nicer and it allows you to show off more what you can do with your voice. And other than that, Alhamdulillah, everything was fine. And Brother Ismail, what do you have to say about that?
MashaAllah, you read very, very well. So very, very much enjoyed listening to you. And I agree with Brother Hassan on what he was saying. I think in terms of having dynamics in the Naat, if you start slowly, end slowly, and have those right dynamics in the middle of the Naat, you'll be able to maintain it in a much better way. And the only way you can actually do that is by using very, very good breath control. So when you practice your Naat, if you actually write down areas in which you're going to breathe, that will make it much easier for you. So if you say, like, after Ya Muhammad Noor Mujassam, the first time I say that, I'm going to take a breath there, actually write that breath in. And at the end of the line, I'm going to take a breath there. That will allow you to make it a bit more like streamlined, much more focused.
Also, can I just add one more thing, just really quickly? I have something written here. Just a quick tip. Okay, there's some words in this Naat that don't normally flow with a good tune. So, for example, the first verse, "Tera wasf bayan ho kisse." So it's very important to sort of change the pronunciation of the word a little bit, just so that you can keep the rhythm going. So rather than saying "Tera wasf bayan ho," just say "Tera wasf bayan ho." That allows it to flow a lot nicer. Okay. So other than that, alhamdulillah, jazakallah, thank you very much.
MashaAllah, well done, Rida. Thank you very much. You can make your way back out. Could I call the next participant in, Fatima Zahra?
Overall,
مدینے واپس میں نہ کدے پھر
We have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Fatima.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good as well, alhamdulillah. Have you done good practice?
Yes.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, you can start when you're ready.
Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. حدود طائر سدرا حضور جانتے ہیں حدود طائر سدرا حضور جانتے ہیں کہاں ہے عرش معلا حضور جانتے ہیں کہاں ہے عرش معلا حضور جانتے ہیں انہیں خبر کہیں سے پرواں درود ان پر انہیں خبر ہے کہیں سے پرواں درود ان پر تمام دہر کا نقشہ تمام دہر کا نقشہ حضور جانتے ہیں بروز حشر شفاعت کریں گے چن چن کر بروز حشر شفاعت کریں گے چن چن کر ہر ایک غلام کا چہرہ ہر ایک غلام کا چہرہ حضور جانتے ہیں حدود طائر سدرہ حضور جانتے ہیں حدود طائر سدرہ حضور جانتے ہیں کہاں ہے عرش معلا حضور جانتے ہیں.
MashaAllah, subhanallah, that was very, very beautifully recited, Fatima, and very well controlled. I'm going to pass it on to my judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, you read very, very nicely. An amazing choice of kalam there. Thank you. Yeah, an amazing choice of kalam there, and you read very, very, very nicely. I enjoyed it very much. I would say that you started off slowly and you ended slowly, which was different to the previous participant. However, there is a pulse in the Naat which you somewhat missed. For example, like you can start slowly. But once you start off slowly, you have to maintain that pulse as well. حضور جانتے ہیں کہاں ہے عرش مولا حضور جانتے ہیں. So you see there's a bit more of a rhythm there. So you on rhythm, off rhythm, on rhythm, off rhythm. So you have to really understand rhythm in order to read this Naat to the best of your ability. But enjoyed it so much. Thank you.
MashaAllah, well done, Fatima. Thank you very much. Please make your way out and send the next person in.
Ya Nabi Sallu alayhi wa alihi.
Just before we move on to our next participant, who is Ayman Shuja in the studio, we have one participant from this category from Manchester. So Muniba Fatima, if you are listening, please call in, and as soon as you call in, inshallah, I think they've called in. Let's see if it's them, then we'll take their call before Ayman. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Are you Muniba?
Yes,
Muniba, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine as well, alhamdulillah. Okay, Muniba, you have 3.5 minutes. You can read your Naat, and our judges will listen from here, okay? And they'll give you comments at the end.
Okay.
Okay, you can start.
Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin. Mere Nabi salli ala, pyare Nabi salli ala. Mere Nabi salli ala, pyare Nabi salli ala. Dil pe bula lo humko bhi, apna bana lo humko bhi.
मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला है कितना सुकून देखो तुम जाके मदीने में है कितना सुकून देखो तुम जाके मदीने में रहमत की चमाचम है बरसात मदीने में रहमत की चमाचम है बरसात मदीने में तैबा का हर मंजर तैबा का हर मंजर क्या खूब सुहाना है मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला अल्लाह भी करता है हाँ जिक्र मोहम्मद का अल्लाह भी करता है हाँ जिक्र मोहम्मद का कुरान के पारों में है जिक्र मोहम्मद का कुरान के पारों में है जिक्र मोहम्मद का है जिक्र फरिश्तों का है जिक्र फरिश्तों का हूरों का तराना है मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला दिल पे बुला लो हमको भी अपना बना लो हमको भी मेरे नबी सल्ले आला प्यारे नबी सल्ले आला
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much for that, Muniba. That was very, very nice. Stay on the line and the judges will tell you how you performed, okay?
Jazakallah Muniba, thank you very much, mashallah. How long have you been practicing that Naat for?
1 week.
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you.
1 week.
What?
Hello?
1 week.
1 week, okay. Mashallah, it's very good. It's a very good attempt. Actually, interestingly enough, your breath control is actually pretty good. I found it to be quite good. Especially the highs and lows in your Naat. Alhamdulillah, I think you had some control over that. But what you need to work on is the tune, because breath control, of course, goes side and side with tune. But if the tune's not there, then the breath control kind of it's not enough to get you through. So what I would encourage you to do is definitely practice for longer than a week if you're planning to recite in a competition. I think it's very important. A week is a very short time. I mean, I would never attempt a Naat after having only practiced for a week. I don't know, Brother Ismail probably doesn't even need 5 minutes, but for me, a week is not long enough. But alhamdulillah, thank you very much and keep up the practice.
Just before Brother Ismail comments, Muniba is actually our youngest participant. She's only 6 years old.
Oh, mashallah.
So she's only 6 years old.
Very good, very good.
I think for a 6-year-old, mashallah, is very, very good. Again, but I still agree with Brother Hassan's comments. I think his comments are quite right in the fact that actually her breath control is really good, and the fact that she slows down and she knows where to slow down quite naturally, and that's what makes it quite compelling to listen to. However, I think if she works in a tune much more, so I don't know where she learned this certain kalam from or this Naat from, but if she kind of revisits that a little bit and works in the tune a bit more, it will be even better. But well done.
MashaAllah, well done Muniba. That was very, very nice. Thank you for calling in and keep listening to our show, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, we have our next participant in the studio. We have Ayman Shuja. Ayman, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Okay, come a bit closer so you're right next to the mic. Okay, are you ready? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous. Every year I get more nervous.
Every year you should be getting...
I feel like crying.
Oh no, don't cry. Okay, read the Durood Sharif, take a deep breath and start.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi وصحبه وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد اپنی رحمت کی سمندر میں اتر جانے دے اپنی رحمت کے سمندر میں اتر جانے دے بیٹھے کانا ہوں ازل سے بیٹھے کانا ہوں ازل سے مجھے گھر جانے دے اپنی رحمت کے سمندر میں اتر جانے دے سوئے بتہا لیے جاتی ہے ہوائے بتہا سوئے بتہا لیے جاتی ہے ہوائے بتہا بوئے دنیا مجھے گمراہ نہ کر جانے دے بوئے دنیا مجھے گمراہ نہ کر جانے دے بیٹھے کانا ہوں عدل سے بیٹھے کانا ہوں عدل سے مجھے گھر جانے دے اپنی رحمت کے سمندر میں اتر جانے دے نہ میں تخت مگانا میں تاج مگانا میں تخت مگانا میں تاج مگانا میں منگ دیا میں نو زر مل جائے بس اپنی رحمت کے سمندر میں اتر جانے دے موت پر میری شہیدوں کو بھی رشکائے گا ہاں موت پر میری شہیدوں کو بھی رشکائے گا اپنی قدموں سے لپٹ کر مجھے میں جانے دے اپنی قدموں سے لپٹ کر مجھے میں جانے دے بیٹھے کانا ہوں عدل سے بیٹھے کانا ہوں عدل سے مجھے گھر جانے دے اپنی رحمت کے سمندر میں اتر جانے دے خواہش ذات بہت ساتھ دیا ہے تیرا خواہش ذات بہت ساتھ دیا ہے تیرا اب جدر میرے محمد ہے ادھر جانے دے اب جدر میرے محمد ہے ادھر جانے دے
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Ayman, that was very well performed.
Jazakallah.
I'll pass on to my judges to comment on Ayman's performance.
MashaAllah, very good performance. Enjoyed it a lot. You read a beautiful kalam by Muzaffar Warsi, very well known poet of Pakistan who's now passed away, unfortunately. So may Allah give him a high maqam in Jannah for writing such beautiful verses. I think you read very, very nicely, and I think if you had slowed down and allowed more time, but I'm guessing you were a bit nervous, so if you had allowed a little bit more time, it would have probably made the Naat come out much more, and your voice to be able to capture that a little bit more, especially some of the riffs, because the Naat's got a lot of riffs where things like the notes change really, really fast. Also, I think one thing that all of our children need to be aware of is pitch, which I mentioned last time as well. Now, where you pitch your Naat is going to determine how well that Naat is going to sound. Now, if you pitch your Naat really, really high, when you reach the verse which is known as the Antara, which is the higher verse, you're not going to be able to reach it, and this is exactly what happened here. Now, with female voices, Now, you obviously learnt this Naat of a male Naat reciter. Problem is that male voices are always pitched quite high, and female voices are pitched quite low. So if I read at a female pitch, I would not be able to read because I won't be able to reach the note. So therefore, I have to read at a higher pitch. So you should determine where your pitch is first, because if you can determine that, then you'll realize that your voice actually sounds better in a different pitch. So you should have pitched it much lower.
Okay.
Much lower. It's literally like अपनी रहमत के समंदर में उतर जाने दे. For me, that's very low, as you can tell. But for you, that would be perfect because you're a female.
Definitely.
And that'd be perfect. Whereas if a male reads it, he would read अपनी रहमत के समंदर में उतर जाने दे. But that's how I would read it. But if I was to mess it up as well, and if I was to mess up my pitch, just to give you an example of what a messed up pitch sounds like, I'd read अपनी रहमत के समंदर में उतर जाने दे. I can still do it, but it's so high. How would I on earth am I going to sing the antara? It's going to go all over the place. So you just need to be aware of that. So I had to mess it up to give you the example.
MashaAllah, very good feedback. Hafizah, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, other than that, one thing which I pay very close attention to is pronunciation. Because I think pronunciation is very important. It's everything. If you say a word incorrectly, then it not only shows that you haven't fully understood what the Naat means, but it also shows that there's perhaps a bit of lack of practice. So just a couple of things. First of all, in the Durood Sharif, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina, wabarik, it's very important not to say, okay, technically this is Arabic, so maybe I shouldn't be so harsh about it, but it's very important not to say wabarik, because that is kind of the R from the Western English alphabet. We don't really want that. We need to keep it Arabic. So wabarik, very important. Okay, and a few Urdu words as well, like rahmat. So again, rahmat shouldn't be said like that. And I think there's a few other ones, but I've written down batha, that su'a batha, it's a ta. So make sure you keep it as the Urdu ta, okay, not the English T. I think you're crossing over between the English T and the Urdu ta. So just keep that in mind. Pronunciation is very easy to fix, but alhamdulillah, your tune, mashallah, is fantastic. Just work on your rhythm, like Brother Ismail said. Keep a nice, consistent rhythm and breathe properly, and inshallah, you'll be able to read far better, inshallah. Okay? Well done, mashallah, very, very good.
MashaAllah, thank you very much for your performance, Ayman. Please make your way back out and send the next child in.
इल्हाम है जामा तेरा कुरआन इमामा है तेरा मिंबर तेरा अर्श परी या रहमतुल लिल आलमीन तू कुजा मन तुझा.
We have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Hadia.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin falake nazaro zami ki baharo sabhi de manao huzur aa gaye hain उठो गम के मारो चलो बेसहारो हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं अनोखा निराला वो ज़ीशान आया है वो सारे रसूलों का वो सुल्तान आया है अरे खुद खुलाओ अरे बदशाओं की निगाहें झुकाओ हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं, हुजूर आ गए हैं। हुआ चार सू के रहमतों का बसेरा उजाला, उजाला सवेरा, सवेरा हलीमा को पहुंची खबर है अमना की मेरे घर में आओ कि हुजूर आ गए हैं, वो नूर आ गए हैं, वो नूर आ गए हैं, वो नूर आ गए हैं.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Hadia. Thank you very much for your performance. I'll pass straight on to our judges.
Jazakallah, thank you very much, Hadia. So, how long? I love asking this question. How long have you been practicing that one for?
I've been practicing from 1 o'clock.
Okay, so I would encourage all the contestants to please make sure that an adequate amount of practice has been put into a naat before it's read, because I mean, for the sake of a competition, it's important for you to be ready for it. I felt that on this occasion, this particular naat maybe was a little bit too difficult for you to execute well, but alhamdulillah, you still did a decent job. For me, like I said with the previous contestant, pronunciation. Very, very, very important to correct your pronunciation, because there's several words which were not pronounced correctly. But like I say all the time, it's very easy to correct that. You just need to listen and try and focus, try and pronounce it, practice the words, try to actually speak the words before you sing them, because if you can't speak the words, then singing them is impossible. So try to speak them first. Maybe talk a bit more in Urdu with your siblings or your parents or your friends. Talk a bit more in Urdu, get a feel for it. And then inshallah, you'll see that your naats will improve very, very
I don't
quickly.
talk that much Urdu.
Oh, okay. No, if you're going to read Urdu naat, it's important for you to be able to talk in Urdu as well. It's like trying to sing in a language that you don't know. It's not really the best way to go about doing things. But alhamdulillah, very good. Keep it up.
MashaAllah.
Can I ask who wrote the lyrics down for you? Did you write?
From my sister.
So your sister, what, she listened to something and did she write it down? Did she listen to a video? Or?
I wrote half of it, then my sister wrote for me.
Okay, cool. I think it's really important that when you next time you write lyrics, just to show someone who speaks Urdu, just so that you've got the exact wordings down that are the correct wordings, so you know exactly where each sentence begins and each sentence ends. And when I was young, the way I used to always practice was that my parents used to never allow me to read the naat at all. I had to first read the words, and they would sit me down and they would say, okay, recite. And I'm not allowed to recite in tune, you just have to recite in words, in the form of words. If you get anything wrong, you go back and you learn that again. So even before tune, the most important thing, especially with naat, is words. Now you have different art forms where the words become secondary and the melodies first, but with naat, the words are always primary. So concentrate on the words much more than sometimes even more than the tune. Because if the words are there and the essence of the naat is there, then we get what that writer was writing, which is really, really important.
The whole purpose of the naat is to touch people's hearts, and more than the tune is the words that touch people's hearts. The tune it adds to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the words are not correct, then you're not really going to achieve that effect.
It's a bit tricky for me.
Definitely. But no, keep trying, inshallah. You're very young. You've got time ahead of you. Inshallah, you can correct this in weeks and months. So it won't take you very long. It won't take you long at all. Okay?
Yeah, well done, Hadia. Hadia is actually one of the participants that entered last minute, because we had 4 shows, so she was the one that got through the final one, which was actually yesterday.
Yeah.
So you literally had a gap of 1 day. So, which is why I said in the 3rd week, if you intend to take part, in the 4th week, start practicing a new naat from then. But of course, some children don't get that time to do it way before in advance.
Very well done anyway, mashallah.
But mashallah, good effort, Hadia. Thank you very much for performing. Send the next child in, please.
I think generally for children, we must realise that when a competition comes, if you start practicing even a month before the competition, it's not really that viable. What you got to do is practice for the whole year. When it comes to the competition, you basically, because your practice is so good, you just take one naat and you just perform it, and that's how easy it's supposed to be.
The competition is the time to perform, it's not the time to practice.
It's not time
to practice. Definitely. It's a good point. Can I ask the next participant to come in, please? Rida Sheikh. I've got one already. I've got one.
तू समंदर में भटकी हुई प्यास हूँ
Assalamu alaikum, Rida.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you feeling today? Are you feeling nervous? Happy?
Happy.
MashaAllah, happy? Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start with the Durood Sharif.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina محمد النبي وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. قربان میں ان کی بخشش کے مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. قربان میں ان کی بخشش کے مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. بن مانگے دیا اور اتنا دیا دامن میں ہمارے سمایا نہیں. ایمان ملا ان کے صدقے قرآن ملا ان کے صدقے. ایمان ملا ان کے صدقے قرآن ملا ان کے صدقے. رحمان ملا ان کے صدقے. وہ کیا ہے جو ہم نے پایا نہیں. قربان میں ان کی بخشش کے مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. دل بھر گئے منگتوں کے لیکن دینے سے تیری نیت نہ بری. جو آیا اسے بھر بھر کے دیا محروم کوئی لوٹایا نہیں. قربان میں ان کی بخشش کے مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. اس محسن اعظم کہ یوں تو خالد پہ ہزاروں احسان ہے. قربان مگر اس احسان کے احسان بھی کیا تو جتایا نہیں. قربان مگر اس احسان کے احسان بھی کیا تو جتایا نہیں. قربان میں ان کی بخشش کے مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. بن مانگے دیا اور اتنا دیا دامن میں ہمارے سمایا نہیں. دامن میں ہمارے سمایا نہیں.
MashaAllah, well done Rida. That was very beautifully performed. I'm going to pass straight on to my judges to comment.
MashaAllah, very very good Naat. A very very nice performance as well. So well done. You've done really really well. I just want to say that your voice is very very nice, but it has a tendency to slightly waver. So it shakes in various places. So when you're reading, do you recognize that? Do you realize that that's happening? So your voice is actually shaking in various places. So it's not pure. Now how do you correct that? So I would say you can do this exact. You can do an exercise with this exact Naat in order to correct that wavering of your voice. So how you're saying Qurban mein unki bakshish pesh, you can do Qurban mein unki bakshish pesh. See, I'm holding every single note. مقصد بھی زباں پر آیا نہیں. So each note is very boring way to recite, but you're not reciting like this. This is your practice. So you're holding each note and elongating each note and getting rid of that waveringness. So there's no wavering in there, so the note is really, really pure. If you can do that, it will sound even better. And one more thing, the antara and the stai, the main verses of the Naat, you all read in the same tune, whereas the second verse should always be at a higher pitch. But I don't think you maintained that pitch in this version. Maybe because who did you learn the Naat of?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, okay. But then the Antara, which is the second verse of the Naat, and all consequent verses have to always be at a higher pitch.
Okay, thank you very much for this, mate. Hafizah?
Yeah, in addition to that, first of all, mashallah, very, very well. The overall level of control, mashallah, was quite impressive. Again, with me, chances are it's going to be about pronunciation, but on this occasion, it's the Arabi at the beginning. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but the durood you read at the beginning was different from everybody else. And the pitch of that durood is inherently very low. Allahumma salli ala. It's a very low pitched durood, so I think it probably would have been better if you stuck with the other one, because that allows you to kind of transition into the Naat a lot easier. And also, when you're reciting this durood, you missed out a very key word. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin nabiyil ummiyi. You missed out the word ummiyi. Is very, very important. That's basically what this durood is about. Okay, so then after that, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallam. So I know it's kind of technically Arabic, but I thought it's important for you to know that as well. Okay, but overall, mashallah, very, very good.
Thank you so much.
Mashallah. Thank you very much, Rida. Please make your way back. This brings us towards the end of the first category age competition. So we've had all our participants from the age 5 to 10 category. And inshallah now we will be moving on to our judge, Hafiz Hassan Mirza, who will be reciting, are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Who will be reciting a Naat for us today, inshallah, and then after that we'll move on to the second age category. So whenever you're ready.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulallah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah. Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulallah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah. Allah Nabi da naam alayye, Allah Nabi da, Allah Nabi da naam alayye, Allah Nabi da, Allah 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 Nabi da naam alayye, Allah Nabi da. رحمت دا دریا الہی ہر دم وگدا تیرا، ہر دم وگدا تیرا، رحمت دا دریا الہی ہر دم وگدا تیرا، جیک قطرہ بخش مینوں، جیک قطرہ بخش مینوں کم بن جاوے میرا، اللہ نبی دا نام لئیے، اللہ نبی دا، اللہ 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 نبی دا نام لئیے، اللہ نبی دا. مالی دا کم پانی دینا، پھل پکے ہن یا کچے، پھل پکے ہن یا کچے، مالی دا کم پانی دینا، پھل پکے ہن یا کچے، پیر مریداں دے سر تے رہندا، پیر مریداں دے سر تے رہندا، جھوٹے ہن یا سچے، اللہ نبی دا نام لئیے، اللہ نبی دا، اللہ 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 نبی دا نام لئیے، اللہ نبی دا. رحمت دامی پا خدایا رحمت دامی پا خدایا باغ سکھا کر ہریا باغ سکھا کر ہریا رحمت دامی پا خدایا باغ سکھا کر ہریا بوٹا آس امید میری دا بوٹا آس امید میری دا کر دے میوے پر یا اللہ نبی دا نام لئیے اللہ نبی دا اللہ 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 نبی دا نام لئیے اللہ نبی دا
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, Hafiz Saab. That was very, very nice. We are going to go on a very short nasheed break, and straight after that, we are going to start with our 11 to 16 age category. So stay tuned with us. We'll be back very shortly.
میرا گھر خاک پر اور تیری راہ گزر میرا گھر خاک پر اور تیری راہ گزر سدرۃ المنتہا تو کجا من کجا تو کجا من کجا سانی پانی سگا مگا مارے سارے نی ساسا رے سانی پانی سگا مگا مارے سارے نی ساسا رے سانی پانی سگا مگا مارے سارے نی ساسا رے سانی پانی سگا مگا مارے سارے نی ساسا فرشتوں وہ سلطان معراج ہے فرشتوں وہ سلطان معراج ہے تم جو دیکھو گے حیران ہو جاؤ گے تم جو دیکھو گے حیران ہو جاؤ گے زلف تفسیر واللیل بن جائے گی زلف تفسیر واللیل بن جائے گی تیرا قرآن سارا نظر آئے گا چہرہ نظر آئے گا چہرہ نظر آئے گا چہرہ نظر آئے گا چہرہ نظر آئے گا मन पूजा तू पूजा मन पूजा
Poorest regions of the world. However, more needs to be done. Support Water for All. Donate today. Call us now 0300 30 30 777 or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
The Colony Restaurant Ilford. Experience fine dining in the perfect setting this Ramadan with our exclusive iftar buffet offer at only £30 per person for adults and £10 for children. From our hot meze selection to our succulent meat dishes, our food is prepared daily using only the finest ingredients. Find us at 492 High Road Ilford, IG1 1UE, or call us on 07534 816 255 to book your table now. You can also follow us on Instagram at Colony Ilford. We have ample space for wudu and salah, so don't miss out on this Ramadan offer. The Colony Restaurant Ilford.
MR Accountants provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment, tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping and payroll services to all different types of businesses. With our in-house chartered accountants, you can be guaranteed to save money. Contact us now on 0203
Through Minhaj Welfare Foundation,
432
your giving
9138.
saves lives. Your support has provided more than 3 million people with access to clean and safe water. Emergency relief in natural disaster and crisis-affected areas around the world. Supported orphans and needy children with a better future. This year, your help can do more. Donate your zakat, sadaqah, and charitable donations to any of your chosen projects. Call us now 0300 30 30 777 or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
Manjara's Restaurant Ilford, the ultimate dining experience like no other. Ramadan special offer iftar meal for just £10. Try our signature parmesan or our exclusive chicken supreme. Our cuisine is based on a blend of African and Caribbean flavors. Don't worry about missing your salah, as we have a dedicated space available. Manjara's Restaurant Ilford, 213 Ilford Lane, Ilford. Telephone 0208 514 4455.
या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका सलावतुल्लाह अलैका सलावतुल्लाह अलैका या हबीब सलाम अलैका.
Welcome back, listeners. You are tuned into the Bright Stars Children's Naat competition, and today we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, and today is the finals. So all the children that have been entering the weekly shows, those that have got through, today they are competing against one another in the finals. So moving on to our older age category, 11 to 16, we have our first participant, Amara Siddiq, in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Amara.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
And how are you feeling?
Good.
Good? Okay, come right close to the mic. Okay, and when you're ready, you can start your Naat with Durood Sharif.
Yeah. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala وسلم میں قربان میں قربان میں قربان میں قربان میں تیرے قربان محمد میں تیرے قربان محمد میں تیرے قربان کہیں مزمل کہیں مدثر یا روح القرآن میں تیرے قربان محمد میں تیرے قربان محمد میں تیرے قربان عرش بر سے فرش زمین تک سب تیرا سرمایہ یہ عالم یا وہ عالم ہو سب پہ تیرا سایہ یہ رتبہ یہ شان محمد یہ رتبہ یہ شان محمد میں تیرے قربان میں قربان میں قربان میں قربان یا رسول اللہ یا حبیب اللہ ارتب آخر میری محبت اتنا تو رنگ لائی میری زبان سے نعت محمد خلقت سننے آئی میرے سخن کی جان محمد میرے سخن کی جان محمد میں تیرے قربان میں تیرے قربان.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Amara. That was very, very beautiful. I'm going to pass on to my judges to comment on your performance.
Jazakallah, thank you. Amara, very, very nice. Very well done, mashallah.
Thank you.
To start, how long have you been practicing?
This is my favorite Naat, and
Yeah.
I have been reading this since childhood.
Really? Mashallah. No, definitely you have a good level of control. I think there's a couple of technical things. The first thing, and I can almost anticipate, I think Brother Ismail is going to say the same thing, the starting pitch, I think is a little bit too high. The reason for that is, it's not always, when I was listening to you, I was in two minds whether it was too high or not, but do you know what proved it for me? Is when you started reading the Antara, and especially towards the end, I think the first couple you read was still sort of okay, the last couple that you read, it was going kind of outside of your vocal range, so you're having to kind of squeeze that voice out. It shouldn't have to be that way. What you need to do is, I think, drop down a little bit in your pitch, and what you'll find is, inshallah, when you read the Antara, you'll be able to push a little bit higher. And based on how you speak and not when you sing, I think there's an over nasalization happening as well when you're reciting. So I think what's happening is, like I was saying, it's a bit of a technical thing. I think you're pushing the voice a bit more towards your nose as opposed to out of your mouth. It sounds a bit weird, but you need to kind of change that balance a little bit. So open up a little bit. I put a bit more voice in. What that will do is that will avoid the voice coming out of your nose more, and hopefully turn the balance towards coming out of your mouth. Okay? So other than that, mashallah, I think the tune and everything else was pretty spot on. So mashallah, keep it up.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Mashallah, very, very nice. We enjoyed it a lot. Can I ask who came up with the tune?
I mixed like two notes together.
You mixed two notes together.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us which ones you mixed?
like Mehter Kurban. There was 2 versions of
Yeah.
that, and then I mixed them together.
Okay.
To make one tune.
In terms of the tune itself, I've never heard the tune before, and the fact that you actually mixed those tunes together and came up with this tune, I think it's quite remarkable. So well done. So really, really well done for that.
Very good.
It's just because whenever I hear a peculiar tune that I don't know, I always ask the contestant, where did you get this tune from? Apart from that, I think you could have read this note even better. Again, same thing as Brother Hassan was saying, if you had started at a lower pitch. Do you understand what we mean by that? We were mentioning it before as well. If you had started at a lower pitch, it would have been much better. And if you had opened your mouth a little bit more, especially the higher notes, it would have came out much more nicer. So just focus on that. Otherwise, if you can come up with tunes like this, it's great. You should continue doing that, merging tunes and coming up with them. It's really innovative. So well done.
Yeah, thank you.
MashaAllah, well done, Amara. That was excellent. Okay, thank you very much for your performance. You can make your way back and send the next child in.
Yeah, I think that's it. All comes with that.
या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका सलावातुल्लाह अलैका
We have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Sophia.
Walaikum assalam.
Sophia, how are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you, Baji?
I'm good as well, alhamdulillah. And are you ready to perform?
Yeah, I'm good, alhamdulillah.
And I see you haven't got a paper in front of you.
Yeah, because basically I learned this before, like way before, but I had to just perfect it. So like,
MashaAllah. So you know it off by heart?
Yeah, yes.
MashaAllah. Okay, you can start with the Root Sharif when you're ready.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadin. Mere Aqa ta husn o jamal, Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. نہیں سونے دی کوئی مثال سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ جد ذکر نو کیتا بلند خدا نے اونو کونے گٹاوے اونو کونے مٹاوے کون مٹاوے نہیں ایڈی کسی دی مجال سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ صدا کرنا ہے احمد نے ذکر نبی ایسے ذکر نبی تو بن اے کچھ بھی نہیں روا نسبت جینات دانا سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ میرے آقا دا حسن و جمال سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ سبحان اللہ
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Sophia, that was very beautifully performed. I'm going to pass on to my judges to comment for you.
MashaAllah, very good Naat. We've heard this Naat quite a few times from different people. And you recited it very, very well, and you maintained a level of equilibrium in the Naat, so the tuning was fine and the pitch was fine as well, which was really, really nice to hear. Punjabi is a very difficult language. Do you speak Punjabi?
No, I actually speak Urdu.
Okay, so the thing about Punjabi is you have to get the word really, really right. For example, Rave Nisbat Jannat de Naal is the actual words for that bit. And Punjabi uses a lot of diction. loads of diction. So you have to be really, really clear in exactly what you're saying and exactly what you're pronouncing. So be really, really careful with that Punjabi pronunciation. Apart from that, well done. I would have loved to see a bit more innovation in the Naat. So I wanted to see a bit more of you in the Naat. So yes, we've heard this Naat, you've learnt the tune, and you've got the main tune there. Can you add something of yourself in it?
Okay.
That's what you got to ask yourself. Yeah? Cool. Amazing.
MashaAllah, very, very good. I haven't really got anything else to add, just focus on the pronunciation, definitely. And like I said to, I think, a previous contestant, if you are planning to read a Naat in either Urdu or Punjabi, it's good to kind of speak it a little bit, just to get a feel for how to speak it. Because like I said previously, if you can't speak it, then singing it is even harder than that. Okay? So definitely just focus on that a little bit. But other than that, alhamdulillah, very good. Very well done. Keep it up.
Mashallah, well done, Sophia. Thank you very much for your performance. Please make your way back and send the next person in. Before our next participant, in this age category, we also have a few participants from Manchester who got through to the final. So if you are in the 11 to 16 age category from Manchester, we are waiting for your phone calls. Please call in whenever you can. We'll only be able to take your calls until the end of this category. So you have approximately 20 to 25 minutes. So please get your calls in as soon as you can. We have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Umm Kulsum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
And how are you feeling?
Excited and nervous.
Why are you excited?
Because I like to read Naat and I'm happy. And
MashaAllah. So why are you nervous?
I'm just a tiny bit scared.
It's okay. Okay, Kulsum, bring your mic right in front of your mouth. Okay, when you're ready, you can start with Durood Sharif.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim ala Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammadin Hudud Tair Sidra Huzur Jante Hain Hudud Tair Sidra Huzur Jante Hain Kahan hai Arsh Mualla Kahan hai Arsh Mualla Huzur जानते हैं उन्हें खबर है कहीं से परों दुरूद उन पर उन्हें खबर तमाम दहर का नक्शा तमाम दहर का नक्शा हुजूर जानते हैं बरोज़ शफाअत करेंगे चुन चुन कर बरोज़े हश्र शफात करेंगे चुन चुन कर हर एक गुलाम का चेहरा हर एक गुलाम का चेहरा हुजूर जानते हैं हुदूद ताईरे सिदरा हुजूर जानते हैं कहाँ है अर्श मुअल्ला कहाँ है अर्श मुअल्ला हुजूर जानते हैं
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Kulsum. That was very, very beautifully recited. I'm going to pass on to my judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, very, very well done. A couple of things. Firstly, I think pronunciation on this occasion is more along the lines of the accent. So what I mean by that is, of course, if you're going to recite on Urdu Naat, it's going to sound a lot better. Whether your tune is there or not is secondary. The pronunciation and the accent is, I think, the most important thing. So what I would recommend is, I think Brother Ismail said this a little while ago, what I would recommend is definitely just speak the words like in a normal conversation. Just speak them to your parents or to your siblings. I think your sister read the same Naat, didn't she? Yeah, so the same thing applies for both of you. Just speak the words. I think I gave her quite similar feedback. Speak the words, make sure you understand how to pronounce them properly, and then inshallah you will find that you will feel more comfortable with your Naat. Other people will not feel comfortable listening to your Naat if you're not comfortable reading it. It's just one of those things. So you have to make sure that you are 100% comfortable where you are, then people will like listening to you. That's just how it is, okay? Secondly, breath, with regards to your sort of the amount of breath you're putting in, I think at some points there was a bit too much being putting in, so it sounded like it was a bit of a strain on your voice. Did you feel that way? Did you feel like it was a bit tough on your throat to kind of get the voice out?
Yeah.
A little bit, maybe? So just work on that a little bit. And overall, mashallah, very well done. Keep up the practice, okay? Very, very good, mashallah.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, very, very, again, an amazing Naat, good choice of kalam. And your sister read the same thing. And to be honest, I have like similar comments. I spoke about pulse earlier, and having that pulse in the Naat, so you can have that, maintain that rhythm in that Naat as well. I feel like you started a little bit too high, hence why there was a little bit of straining. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a different comment as well, and that's got to do with breath control, right? Now, breath control, our understanding is whether we can reach the end of a line or a word whilst maintaining good level of breath. However, breath control is always also choosing where to breathe. Now, in classical music, we have something called bol band, which means how do you distribute the words that you have. For example, if I take one of your antras, baroze hashr shafaat karenge chun chun kar, so I can choose where I want to breathe, but where I choose where to breathe will determine how good it sounds. So for example, if I breathe everywhere, baroze hashr shafaat karenge chun chun kar. So I've chosen to breathe everywhere. So where do you actually breathe in order to make that a little bit better? So I'll breathe here. Baroze hashre. One. Shafaat karenge chun chun kar. So I've only breathed 3 times there. Yeah. So you need to write down exactly where you're going to breathe as well, because that's going to determine how you distribute your words in accordance to your breath.
You can actually use breath to kind of create an effect.
Yeah.
So depending on what parts of the verse you breathe in, it will create a different kind of effect. You can use that to emphasize certain parts over others. And what you can do is, if you read the antara twice, you can perhaps breathe in different positions.
Yes.
As you're reading the antara, once or twice. So it's the possibilities are endless with what you can do with in that regard. So just keep up the practice, okay? Very good.
Very good. Well done.
MashaAllah, well done Kulsum. That was a very good performance. Please make your way back and send the next child in.
دیکھ پاؤں جان میں تم پر لوٹاؤں ایک جھلک جو دیکھ پاؤں جان میں تم پر لوٹاؤں راہ میں آنکھیں بچھاؤں راہ میں آنکھیں بچھاؤں دست بستہ پھر سناؤں یا نبی سلام علیکہ یا رسول سلام علیکہ.
For our next participant, we have a caller on hold from Manchester. Okay, the line has been dropped. So whoever called from Manchester, please give us a call back. Our studio number is 0333 444 0940. We've got the call. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Can you hear? Who's calling?
Samana Aruj.
Samana Aruj. And Samana, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Alhamdulillah.
Very good, alhamdulillah. Okay, whenever you're ready, start your naat with Durood Sharif.
Okay. بلغ العلا بكماله كشف الدجى بجماله حسن جميع خصاله صلوا عليه وآله. اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا جو کرم مجھ پہ میرے نبی نے کیا جو کرم مجھ پہ میرے نبی نے کیا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا جو کرم میرے نبی نے کیا. میں سجاتا سرکار کی محفل میں سجاتا تھا سرکار کی محفل مجھ کو ہر غم سے رب نے بری کر دیا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا. سیدی یا رسول اللہ سیدی یا حبیب اللہ سیدی یا رسول اللہ سیدی یا حبیب اللہ. ذکر سرکار کی ہے بڑی برکتیں ذکر سرکار کی ہے بڑی برکتیں مل گئی راحتیں عظمتیں رفعتیں مل گئی راحتیں عظمتیں رفعتیں. میں گنہگار بے عمل تھا مگر میں گنہگار تھا بے عمل تھا مگر مصطفیٰ نے مجھے جنتی کر دیا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا. سیدی یا رسول اللہ سیدی یا حبیب اللہ سیدی یا رسول اللہ سیدی یا حبیب اللہ. جو بھی آئے ہیں محفل میں سرکار کی جو بھی آئے ہیں محفل میں سرکار کی حاضری مل گئی ان کو دربار کی حاضری مل گئی ان کو دربار کی. کوئی صدیق فاروق عثمان ہوا اور کسی کو نبی نے کر دیا اس کرم کا کروں شکر سے ادا اس کرم کا کروں شکر سے ادا. جون کرم مجھ پہ میرے نبی نے کیا اس کرم کا کروں شکر کیسے ادا.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Samana, that was very well performed. Stay on the line and I'm going to pass on to the judges to comment on your performance.
Jazakallah, thank you very, very much. That was a very nice performance. I think pretty, very, very well controlled. Just a couple of things. Firstly, we were speaking, I think, just a few minutes ago about breath control. I think the breath could have been controlled a little bit better in certain positions during the Naat. Overall, it was very good, but there were a few instances where I think the breathing it felt a little bit haphazard and a little bit out of place. Remember, one thing to kind of keep in mind to kind of check whether your breath control is good or not is to, first and foremost, you need to feel comfortable with where you're breathing. So if you're having to breathe haphazardly, or if you're running out of breath, that's a very telltale sign that you need to go back, take a step back and take a look at when you're actually breathing to kind of correct that. And other than that, mashallah, the tune I think was okay. It was I think was quite well done. So overall, mashallah, very good. Keep up the practice, alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah, thank you.
No worries.
MashaAllah, very, very nicely read, Naat. I would have liked to see a bit more dynamics in the Naat, so maybe started off a little bit more slower, ended a little bit more slower, and maintained like a pulse in between the Naat. That would have been really, really nice to see. And again, this is another Naat that's probably really, really popular at the moment. Very, very popular Naat. It's actually was popularized by Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan in his Qawwali, and that tune still carries forward, and it's kind of found its way into Naat. But I think you could have added a little bit of your own self to it, a little bit of innovation to it, a little bit of a different style of tuning, and that would have been even better. But a very, very good effort, so well done.
Thank you, Jazakallah.
Well done, Savannah. Thank you for calling and keep listening to our show, okay? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu.
Okay, that brings us to the middle of our second age category. Before we move on to our next participant, I'd like to request Brother Ismail, one of our judges, to recite a Naat for us.
کیا کہیں یہ مدینے کے پرکیف نظاروں کو کیا کہیں مدینے کے پرکیف نظاروں کو جنت بھی ترستی ہے طیبہ کی بہاروں کو جنت بھی ترستی ہے طیبہ کی بہاروں کو کیا کہیں مدینے کے ارے کس پیار سے خالق نے محبوب کی گو
گن گائے کسے پیار سے خالق نے محبوب کے گن گائے دیکھو تو محبت سے قرآن کے پاروں کو دیکھو تو محبت سے مہتاب کبھی چیرا سورج کو بھی لوٹایا مہتاب کبھی چیرا سورج کبھی لوٹایا میرا بھی سلام ان کی انگلی کے اشاروں کو کیا کہیں مدینے کے پرکیف نظاروں کو جنت بھی ترستی ہے طیبہ کے نظاروں کو کیا کہیں مدینے کی.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair for that, Brother Ismail. That was very, very beautifully performed. Swiftly moving on, we have a caller on hold from Manchester. We'll take the call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Okay, who am I speaking to?
Muhammad Shuja Ali.
Muhammad Shuja Ali. Okay, how are you today, Muhammad Shuja?
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. How are you?
I'm fine as well, alhamdulillah. You can start with Durood Sharif when you're ready.
Okay. Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulallah wa salam alayka ya Habiballah. نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں بس اسی بات سے گھر میں میرے رحمت ہوگی. ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام میں راحت ہوگی. نہ नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बस बात से घर में मेरे रहमत होगी ये सुना है कि बहुत घोर अंधेरी होगी पर कब्र का खौफ ना ए दिल वहाँ सरकार दो आलम की ज़ियारत होगी कब्र का खौफ न रखना ए दिल वहाँ सरकार दो आलम की ज़ियारत होगी नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बासी सी बात से घर में मेरे रहमत होगी एक तेरा नाम है मेरा रंजो गम में भी इसी नाम से राहत होगी नाते सरकार की पढ़ता हूँ मैं बासी सी बात से में मेरे रहमत होगी
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Muhammad Shuja. That was lovely. I'm going to pass straight on to my judges. So stay on the line and listen to their comments.
MashaAllah, very good choice of kalam. Altaf Shah Hussain Kazmi's Naat Sarkar ki padhta hu main bas isi baat se ghar mein mere ronak hogi. While you were reading, we were having a discussion about the P word, which is actually pitch. Again, we feel like you may have started on a really, really high pitch, so therefore it was hard for you to deliver the antara, which is the main verse of the Naat, in an easy fashion for you. I think you were straining quite a lot in that. But apart from that, the pronunciation was actually quite good. So mashallah, well done. Keep it up.
Jazakallah.
MashaAllah, Muhammad Shuja, very, very nice. Just to second what Brother Ismail was saying, definitely the starting pitch. The starting pitch is, in a way, the most important, because it's what allows you to sort of, how do I say it? It kind of allows you to pitch the rest of the Naat, because if you start on the wrong footing, then the rest of it kind of, you just start falling over yourself and tripping over your own feet, so to speak. So it's very important to start off in a comfortable position, and if you feel like you haven't started off that way, just take a step back and try again. It's a competition, but at the end of the day, we want you to do the best you can. So if you feel like you need to take just a second to start a little bit lower, it's not a problem. Just make sure you do that. And it's a very beautiful Naat that Altaf Shah Sahab has written, and the antara really needs to have a high pitch to it, and it's got a lot of power in this Naat. I'm not sure who you learnt this Naat from. Can you tell me, by the way, who you learnt it from?
Pardon?
Did you learn this from Altaf Shah Sahab, from listening to Altaf Shah Sahab? If you haven't, I really recommend you listen to him and how he reads it. I believe Shabazz Kamal Faridi has also read this. Yeah, so if you listen to both of them, you'll be able to get a good sort of indication about how to pitch this Naat, okay? But overall, well done, mashallah. Keep it up. Jazakallah, thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, Muhammad Shuja. Keep listening. Assalamu alaikum. We have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Anshal.
Walaikum
I was going to call you Amara. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, fine, thank you.
Are you feeling okay today?
Yeah.
Okay, you can start with the Durood Sharif whenever you're ready.
Allahumma
صلی علی سیدنا محمد وعلی آلہ وصحبہ وسلم. فلک کے نظاروں زمیں کی بہاروں سبھی دے مناؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں اٹھو بے سہاروں چلو غم کے ماروں خبر یہ سناؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں. انوکھا نرالا وہ ذیشان آیا وہ ساری رسولوں کا سلطان آیا. انوکھا نرالا وہ ذیشان آیا وہ سارے رسولوں کا سلطان آیا. ارے کج کلاہوں ارے بادشاہوں نگاہیں جھکاؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں. ہوا چار سور ہے متوں کا بسیرا اجالا اجالا سویرا سویرا. ہوا چار سور ہے متوں کا بسیرا اجالا اجالا سویرا سویرا. حلیمہ کو پہنچی خبر آمنہ کی میرے گھر میں آؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, that was very nice. I'm going to pass on to the judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, very nicely read. Again, this Naat is by Muhammad Ali Zahuri Kasuri, and there's a Naat that we've heard throughout, especially during the Mawlid months. Now, one thing that I picked up on straight away is that there's two tunes that you've got going on in the same Naat. So there's one tune, فلک نظارو زمیں کی بہارو سبھی دے مناؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں. That's one tune that you got going on. That second tune is فلک نظارو زمیں کی بہارو سبھی دے مناؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں. Can I ask which one you wanted to go for?
I want to mix both of them.
Mix both of them. Okay, it would have been better, I think, if you picked one, because when you're mixing both of them, it seems like you've learned both of these tunes, and there's a little bit of confusion in terms of which one you want to read. Both of the tunes are excellent; they're very, very excellent, and you can read them in much nicer ways. So I would say pick one tune. Don't mix both of these tunes together, because it actually makes me feel like you've learned one way and you learned another way, and now you're just a little bit confused. But mashallah, very good effort.
MashaAllah.
Jazakallah, thank you very much. It was very, very nicely read, mashallah. Well done. Definitely pick one tune. if you are going to merge two tunes, normally there's some patchwork that needs to be done, because it's very hard for you to find on the same Naat two different tunes that are compatible with each other. So rather than you trying to maybe pick two different tunes, why don't you make your own? Why don't you see if you can put some more innovation of your own in there? So pick one of the tunes and see if you can take it a bit higher, take it a bit lower, practice, and just see what sounds nice. Because the chances are, if something sounds nice to you while you're reciting it, other people will like it as well. So my advice to you would be definitely pick one tune and just practice it a little bit more, and then inshallah you'll feel yourself that, okay, do you know what, I'm going to change that a little bit. Yeah, let me change that, and then inshallah it will become yours. Okay, very well done, mashallah, keep it up.
I also want to point out here that for people that are reciting, for the children that are reciting Naat, if you pick a really, really hard Naat in terms of tuning and you try and recite that Naat, it doesn't mean you're going to win the competition. And it doesn't mean that we're going to be like, oh wow, you picked such a hard Naat, great. I think you can win this competition by just reciting a so-called easy Naat, like Falak ke Nazaro, but depending on how well you recite it as a recite. For example, loads of people can read Falak ke Nazaro and they can read it in the exact same tune, but we're looking for individuality within that Naat. For example, I'll give you a really quick example. So your normal tune is Falak ke Nazaro, that's your normal tune. If you want to add something to it, Falak ke Nazaro, زمین کی بہاروں سبھی دے مناؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں. So I've just added that myself, and no one reads like that, but add your own individuality to it. Pick something simple, add your own individuality, you'll win the competition. Yeah,
MashaAllah, very good performance, thank you. Inshallah, please make your way out and send the next participant in.
ذیشان آیا وہ سارے رسولوں کا سلطان آیا ارے کج کلا ہو ارے بادشاہ ہو نگاہیں جھکاؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں.
We have a caller on hold. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
What's your name?
Muhammad Ali.
What's your full name?
Muhammad Saeed.
Muhammad Ali Saeed. Okay, how are you today?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Okay, are you ready to read for us?
Yes.
Okay, bring the phone right close to your mouth and you can start with the Durood Sharif.
Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah. ایک میں ہی نہیں ان قربان زمانہ ہے ایک میں ہی نہیں ان پر قربان زمانہ ہے ایک میں ہی نہیں ان پر قربان زمانہ ہے جو رب دو عالم کا محبوب یگانہ ہے جو رب دو عالم کا محبوب یگانہ ہے کل پل سے ہمیں جس نے خود پار لگانا ہے کل پل سے ہمیں جس نے خود پار لگانا ہے ظاہرہ کا وہ بابا ہے حسنین کا نانا ہے زہرا کا وہ بابا ہے حسنین کا نانا ہے ایک میں ہی نہیں ان پہ قربان زمانہ ہے در زہرا پر پھیلائے ہوئے دامن آؤ در زہرا پر پھیلائے ہوئے دامن یہ نسل کریموں کی لجپال آنا ہے یہ نسل کریموں کی لجپال کرانا ہے ایک میں ہی نہیں ان پہ قربان زمانہ ہے
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Muhammad Ali, that was very well recited. Stay online and I'll pass on to the judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, Muhammad Ali, very, very nice. Nicely executed. How long have you been practicing that Naat for?
About a week.
About a week. MashaAllah, I'm quite happy, MashaAllah. Within a week, I think if that's how much time you put into it, MashaAllah, the result is very, very nice. I think I said this a little while ago. It is important to put more time into it, I think, especially when you're starting out. Obviously, you guys are all very young, so you're very much in the beginning of your journey, I should say. So at such a time, it's important to put more practice in so that you can, inshallah, improve faster. Overall, mashallah, I think it was very nice. I do think the volume and pitch, again, coming back to the P word, the volume and pitch was a little bit out of control at some points. But other than that, I think the tune was, alhamdulillah, it was okay. And overall, mashallah, very well done. Mashallah, keep it up.
MashaAllah, Brother Ismail.
Yeah, I agree with Brother Hassan's comments. Again, just a little bit of a drop in pitch. It went really, really from high to really, really low quite quickly, and that kind of disturbed the dynamics of the Naat slightly. But apart from that, very good effort. Well done, and keep it up.
Well done, Muhammad Ali. Thank you very much for calling in. Keep listening to our show, okay?
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, swiftly moving on, we have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you, Aisha?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Are you ready for today's performance?
Yeah.
Did you practice?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bring your chair closer. Make the mic, make sure it's right in front of your mouth. Okay, you can start when you're ready.
Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin بے خود کیے دیتے ہیں بے خود کیے دیتے ہیں انداز ہی جا پانا دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں ہاں دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں اے جل ہوئے جانانا بے خود کیے دیتے ہیں کیوں آنکھ ملائی تھی کیوں آگ لگائی تھی کیوں آنکھ ملائی تھی کیوں آگ لگائی تھی اب رخ کو چھپا بیٹھے ہاں اب رخ کو چھپا بیٹھے کر کے مجھے دیوانہ دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں ہاں دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں پینے کو تو پی لوں گا بس شرط ذرا سی ہے پینے کو تو پی لوں گا بس شرط ذرا سی ہے طاہر میرے ساقی ہو طاہر میرے ساقی ہو بغداد کا میخانہ دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں ہاں دل میں تجھے رکھ لوں اے جلوائے جانانا بے خود کیے دیتے ہیں.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair Aisha. That was very well performed. That's actually one of my favorite kalams. I'll pass straight on to my judges to comment.
MashaAllah, very, very well performed. This is a kalam of Bedam Shah Warsi. Another amazing kalam and a good choice. And you know what? I'm really impressed because you actually maintained the pitch on this occasion compared to what everyone else has done so far. I think you're quite miles ahead at the moment. Very, very nice. I would just say work on the tuning a little bit. Sometimes when you're going towards the antara, the top half of it sometimes goes a little bit off. But apart from that, very, very good effort. And I think you're going to do really well. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Hafiz Sab?
MashaAllah, very, very good. Definitely, yeah, I do agree with that. Absolutely, MashaAllah. It was very, very nice to listen to. Just a couple of things. Pronunciation. Make sure, again, pronunciation is on point. Alhamdulillah, your pronunciation was fairly good. There's just a couple of words, for example, Jalwa Janana. You know, Urdu is a very sort of soft language, and if the accent is even a little bit off, it sounds a little bit awkward. Yeah. So it's I keep saying it's so important to have the accent on point, because then it shows through when you're reciting. It's a soft language, and it sounds nice to listen to. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, alhamdulillah, very good. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Stuff like words like you read ab rukh ko chupa baithe, it's ab rukh ko chupa baithe, which means two totally different things. Rukh means to stop, and rukh means like your chehra or your face. So when you mispronounce one word, it can change the total meaning of the whole thing. So just be careful with that.
Okay, excellent performance, Aisha. Well done. Please make your way out.
Thank you.
Send the next participant in.
حلیمہ کو پہنچی خبر آمنہ کی میرے گھر میں آؤ حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں حضور آ گئے ہیں.
We have a call on hold from Manchester. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Who's speaking?
Alishba Ali.
Alishba, how are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Okay, are you ready to read for us?
Yeah.
Okay, you can start with the Durood Sharif.
Okay. Sallallahu alayka ya رسول اللہ وسلم علیکہ یا حبیب اللہ ہر وقت تصور میں مدینے کی گلی ہو ہر وقت تصور میں مدینے کی گلی ہو اور یاد محمد کی میرے دل میں بسی ہو اور یاد محمد کی میرے دل میں بسی ہو. اے کاش میں بن جاؤں مدینے کا مسافر मदनी हो वो कैसे जने जो के गुलाम मदनी हो अतार हमारा है सरे हशर इसे काश अतार हमारा है सरे हशर इसे काश से शहबत से यही चिट्ठी मिली हो से शहबत से यही चिट्ठी मिली हो और यहाँ से मुहम्मद ही मेरे दिल में बसी हो.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Alishba, that was a beautiful performance. Stay on the line and I'll pass on to my judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, very very good performance. Well done. हर वक्त तसव्वुर में मदीने की गली हो. Again, we felt like the pitch was slightly off, especially when you reached the antara, main verse part of the Naat. You started off very very nicely, and it would have been nicer if you had maintained maybe a few slower dynamics in the start and even towards the end, and it will allow the words of the Naat to come out much more. And again, I think one thing to think about, and one thing to always remember, is exactly what Brother Hassan was saying, is that we want to, Naat is supposed to touch your heart, so you need to read it like that. You need to read it in an emotional way, in which your aim is to touch someone's heart and transport them to the presence of the Prophet, or if not that, then to Medina itself. So really really think about that. Really really think about how do you engage emotion into Naat, and that's the only way you're going to be able to recite Naat to the best of your ability. So take that comment on board.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah, thank you very much. Just to reiterate what Brother Ismail said, definitely the starting, MashaAllah, was good. I think pitch control is something that, like pretty much everything else in the art of Naatkhwani, is just practice. So I always encourage students to try different pitches, and when you try different things, you'll start to feel connected with some things and disconnected with others, and that process is what defines your style, and that process is what makes you unique to everybody else. So obviously everybody learns by copying other people, but it's important to find your own voice as well. That's really what we're looking at in this age category, where we're looking to see, okay, you've taken a Naat, you've learnt it, but is there anything unique about the way you're reciting it? So mashallah, keep it up, just work on the pitch, and inshallah you'll make improvements very quickly, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you very much.
Jazakallah.
Thank you very much. Stay tuned and keep
Allah
listening.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, swiftly moving on, we have our next participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know.
Okay, bring your mic, bring your chair closer so you're right next to the mic. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start with the Durood Sharif.
Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulallah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah. Tu Shah-e Khuba, tu Jane Jana, tu Shah-e Khuba, tu जाने जाना है चेहरा उम्मुल किताब तेरा ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा मिसाल तेरी जवाब तेरा کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی رحمت بھی انہی کی ہے دونوں جہاں یارو ہے دونوں جہاں یارو جاگیر محمد کی نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا ہے تو ہی اول ہے تو ہی آخر ملا ہے حسن دوام تجھ کو ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تازہ شباب تیرا ہے تو بھی صائم عجیب انسان جو خوف محشر سے ہے ہراساں ارے تو جن کی ہے نعت پڑھتا وہی تو لیں گے حساب تیرا تو شاہ خوباں تو جان جانا تو شاہ خوباں تو جان جانا ہے چہرہ الکتاب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you, Aisha. That was very beautifully performed. I'll pass on to my judges to comment on your performance.
Jazakallah, thank you very much. Well done, Aisha. MashaAllah, that was very, very good. The tune definitely has improved from last year. Not to say, obviously, you didn't read the same Naat last year, but MashaAllah, from last year, there's definitely been a massive improvement in tune. So, very good. Other than that, I think the breath control at some points, the break points in the Naat were a little bit I think a little bit misplaced. So maybe just think about where you're going to stop and start from, where you're going to take some breath, and other than that, mashallah, very, very good. Keep it up.
I think the start was very, very good, and you started at a very easily maintainable pitch, which was really good. I felt like that tune was really, really nice. The tune that you read, the first two lines were really nice, but then you lost your pitch when you went to the main verse. One thing that I would suggest, which a couple of people have done today as well, is in the Naat you have the main Naat, which is the main body of the Naat, which is the main verses of the Naat, and then you have like smaller verses which a Naat reciter may add in, and they add these verses in order to basically have more effect on the actual verses that are there. If you can in a competition, always maintain and read the actual Naat rather than reading the main verse. I think the pitch dropped massively in the Antara. However, the rest of the Naat was really, really good. Fix the Antara and you'll be even better. Well done.
Okay, mashallah. Thank you for your performance, Aisha. Please make your way back and send our last participant in.
हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं हुजूर आ गए हैं को पहुंची.
We have our final participant in the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad Ali.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you feeling?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Are you nervous today?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm happy.
You're happy? Why are you happy?
Reading the Naat is like, it's like a hobby for me. I like doing it.
MashaAllah, that's such a beautiful hobby. Okay, Muhammad Ali, when you're ready, you can start with Durood Sharif.
Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah. Tu shah hai khooban, tu jaane jana ہے چہرہ کتاب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی اکھیاں دی وی سکھ لیندی ٹھنڈ سینے چ پے جاندی ککھ لیندی زلیخا نے ککھ لیندی زلیخا نے تصویر محمد دی کہندی نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا ہے تو ہی اول ہے تو ہی آخر ملا ہے حسن دوام تجھ کو یہ عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری یہ عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری یہ عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تازہ شباب تیرا تو شاہ ہے خوباں تو جانے جانا ہے چہرہ الکتاب تیرا ہے تو بھی صائم عجیب نہ خوف محشر سے ہراساں ارے تو جن کی میں نعت پڑھتا رے تو جن کی میں نعت پڑھتا رے تو جن کی میں نعت پڑھتا وہی تو لیں گے حساب تیرا تو شاہ خوباں تو جانے جانا ہے تیرا کتاب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Muhammad Ali. That was very, very nice. MashaAllah. I'll pass on to my judges to comment on your performance.
MashaAllah, you read very, very nicely. Very, very good. I felt like you started a little bit high, right? But when you actually went into the antara, you were just about to fulfill it to a good level of standard. I think if you had started just a little lower though, it would have been even better, right? But the fact that you were able to fulfill it is quite commendable. So I think you've done really, really well. Yes, hai umar la ko baras ki teri. I think you read something a bit different from ha.
Hey umbrella.
Yeah, you said yeah umbrella. Ha umbrella. Also, you need to just get a perspective on re and re. Yeah. So parta and parta. It's two different things. Yeah. So it's parta, not parta. Yeah. जहाँ तू जिनकी है नात पढ़ता वही तो लेंगे हिसाब तेरा. Apart from that, innovation was beautiful. Some of the stuff that you're doing with your voice is lovely. Lovely. Do more of it. Keep it up. Don't copy anyone. Be yourself. And I think you're being yourself. Really, really good.
MashaAllah, very, very good. I was very, very impressed with that. You managed to pull off quite a bit of range there, and I was very impressed because the highs and lows, mashallah, very, very well executed. And like Brother Ismail said, some of the flexibility in your voice, mashallah, is very, very good. So definitely keep it up. Just remember pronunciation. It's all about pronunciation. So make sure that when you're learning a new naat, even the ones you already know, make sure that you go back and understand what the words mean, understand what the naat means, because I keep saying this, unless you know what the meaning of the naat is
you're
properly,
not going to be able to read it properly.
That's right. Not only are you not going to be able to read it properly, you're not going to be able to convey that message, because a naat is a message. It's a message from the author to the listener, and you are just a middleman in that message. But you need to try and become more than that. You need to try and making it yours, and the way you do that is, the first step to do that is to make sure you understand it yourself first. Okay? So mashallah, very, very well done.
How long have you been practicing this for?
So this naat I haven't read in a while, so it's my third ever naat that I ever read in my whole entire life.
Okay.
So I practice about, probably, I read it 3-4 times, but this is one of my favourite naats. I love this naat.
Do you practice every day, or?
Whenever I have the chance, so if I'm walking to school, I might start practicing a naat. It's something that...
So this is what I was saying before. I mean, the reason why you perform so well today is because you practice throughout the whole year. You don't just leave the competition and say, I've got 1 week left, now I need to put all my effort into it.
Yeah.
You practice while you're walking. Like, you're in love with it, and that's beautiful to see. So well done.
MashaAllah. Thank you very much for your performance, Muhammad Ali. You are our final participant. Please make your way back and keep listening. Assalamu alaikum. Right, listeners, that brings us to the end of our competition. We will now allow the judges some time to add up the marks. So we are going to go on a naat break. So inshallah, stay tuned. We will be back shortly with the results, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
शाह खूबा तू जाने जाना, तू शाह खूबा तू जाने जाना है, चेहरा उम्मुल किताब तेरा, तू शाह खूबा तू जाने जाना, शाह खूबा तू जाने जाना है, चेहरा उम्मुल किताब तेरा, ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, मिसाल तेरी जवाब तेरा, आका ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, आका ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, आका ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, मिसाल तेरी जवाब तेरा, सोना ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, आका ना बन सकी है ना बन सकेगा, مثال تیری جواب تیرا مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی اکھیاں دی وی سک لیندی اکھیاں دی وی سک لیندی ٹھنڈ سینے چ پے جاندی تک لیندی زلیخا جے تک لیندی زلیخا جے تصویر محمد دی کہندی نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے واللہ کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی رحمت بھی انہی کی ہے سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی رحمت بھی انہی کی ہے دونوں جہاں یارو ہے دونوں جہاں یارو جاگیر محمد کی ہاں نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا ہے تو ہی اول ہے تو ہی دوام تجھ کو ہے عمر لاکھوں ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تازہ شباب تیرا ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری آقا ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تازہ شباب تیرا خدا کی غیرت نے ڈال رکھے ہے تجھ پہ 70,000 پردے ہے تجھ پہ 70,000 پردے جہاں میں بن جاتے دور لاکھوں جہاں میں بن جاتے دور لاکھوں جو ایک بھی اٹھتا نقاب تیرا جہاں میں بن جاتے دور لاکھوں جو ایک بھی اٹھتا نقاب تیرا تو شاہ خوباں تو جان تیرا کتاب تیرا ہے تو بھی سائنس عجیب انسان کہ روز محشر سے ہراساں ارے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا رے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا وہی تو لیں گے حساب تیرا ارے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا رے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا وہی تو لیں گے حساب تیرا ہو سکواس رہے مٹھے مدنی دے سکواس رہے مٹھے مدنی دے ساڈے حال تے کرم ہزار حسن بو بکر عمر عثمان و علی ساڈے حامی چارے یار حسن ہو سی قہر دی گرمی ہو سی قہر دی گرمی نی محشر دے او تو جلوہ گر سرکار حسن جیندے تابش جیندے تابش سہرے گانے او دے لب ہلسن بیڑے پار حسن ارے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا ارے تو جن کی نعت پڑھتا وہ تو لیں گے حساب تیرا شاہ خوباں تو جانے جانا ہے چہرہ کتاب تیرا تو شاہ خوباں تو جانے جانا تو شاہ خوباں تو جانے جانا ہے چہرہ کتاب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا آقا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا آقا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا آقا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا سونا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا آقا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی مل لیندی نہ یوسف نو خود آپ تے وک جاندی اکھیاں دی وی سک لیندی اکھیاں دی وی سک لیندی ٹھنڈ سینے چ پے جاندی تک لیندی زلیخا جے تک لیندی زلیخا جے تصویر محمد دی کہندی نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے واللہ کوثر بھی انہی کی ہے جنت بھی انہی کی ہے سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی رحمت بھی انہی کی ہے سچ پوچھو تو اللہ کی رحمت بھی انہی کی ہے دونوں جہاں یارو ہے دونوں جہاں یارو جاگیر محمد کی نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری جواب تیرا نہ بن سکی ہے نہ بن سکے گا مثال تیری تجھ کو ہے عمر لاکھوں ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تازہ شباب تیرا ہے عمر کی تیری آقا ہے عمر لاکھوں برس کی تیری مگر ہے تا
Cooks Season 9
یا نبی یا نبی صلوا علیہ وآلہ تیرے گن اور یہ لب میں طلب पूजा मन पूजा तू पूजा मन पूजा तू पूजा मन पूजा तू पूजा मन पूजा इल्हाम है जामा तेरा.
Welcome back, listeners. You are tuned into the Bright Stars Naat Competition Finals. We have come towards the end of our show, and our judges in the studio have finally come to a decision. For the age 5 to 10 age category, our judges have put in first place, sorry, we're going to go backwards, in third place today. Third place for the 5 to 10 age category is Muniba Fatima, who called in all the way from Manchester. Congratulations, Muniba Fatima. The judges have put you in third position today. Now, Muniba isn't available to come into the studio right now, so we can just leave her certificate at the side. Moving on, in second place, the judges have chosen
सिदरतुल मुंतहा तू कुजा मन कुजा.
Rumaisa Sheikh. Congratulations, Rumaisa. You are in second place today. Please make your way into the studio. MashaAllah. Congratulations, Rumaisa. Rumaisa is receiving her certificate and her cash prize, and also the voucher from Manjaro for a meal for 3 and a cash prize of £20. Congratulations, Rumaisa. Please make your way back. In first place, our judges today have chosen Fatima Zahra. Congratulations, Fatima Zahra. You are in first place today. Please make your way into the studio.
तुम जो देखोगे हैरान हो जाओगे. तुम जो देखोगे हैरान हो जाओगे.
MashaAllah. Congratulations, Fatima. Fatima is receiving her goodie bags and certificates. Congratulations, Fatima.
तेरा कुरान सारा नजर आएगा.
Moving on to the 11 to 16 age category. In third place, our judges have chosen Aisha Azam. In third place, congratulations, Aisha Azam. Please make your way into the studio. MashaAllah, congratulations, Aisha. Aisha is receiving her gift bag, certificate, Manjaro voucher and cash prize. We've got a lot of prizes this year. In second place, our judges have chosen Aisha Tanveer. Congratulations, Aisha Tanveer. You are in second place today. Please make your way into the studio. MashaAllah. Congratulations, Aisha Tanveer. Seems like Aisha is a lucky name today. Congratulations, Aisha.
Thank you.
in first place. Our judges have chosen Muhammad Ali. Congratulations, Muhammad Ali. You are in first place today. Please make your way into the studio. Congratulations, Muhammad Ali. You are in first place. MashaAllah, well done. That was an excellent Naat.
मेरा घर खाक पर और तेरी राह गुजर मेरा घर खाक पर और तेरी राह गुजर सिदरतुल मुंतहा तू कुजा मन कुजा तू कुजा मन कुजा.
Can Sister Anisa and Sister Noor just come here for a minute, please?
Sa re sa ni pa ni sa ga ma ga ma re sa re ni sa sa re sa ni pa ni sa ga ma ga ma re sa re ni sa sa re sa ni pa ni sa ga ma ga ma re sa re ni sa sa re sa ni pa ni sa ga ma ga ma re sa re ni sa.
Okay, we have approached the end of our Bright Stars Children's Naat Competition 2019. Alhamdulillah, this is now the 4th year complete successfully. I just want to say a huge congratulations to all the winners for today, all the participants, even those that did not get through. Congratulations. The fact that you got this far means that you're doing well. You just need to keep up the practice. Take into consideration the comments that the judges have given. So we were live on YouTube and Facebook. You can rewind it and specifically watch your own performance and take the tips into consideration. We want to say a huge thank you to all our sponsors, Manjaro Restaurant, and also our other sponsor, which was First Merck's Parts. So thank you very, very much. Without them, today the children wouldn't have been leaving with all these prizes. So thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you so much to my 2 judges who have been giving their time again and again, year after year. So thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Moving on to our closing comments. Brother Ismail, would you like to say anything about today's competition? Any overall feedback?
I just want to say well done to all the participants. I think you all done an amazing, tremendous job today, and you all performed very, very well. And I hope that the Naats that you recite are accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and are accepted in the court of the Prophet. And remember, Naat is all about love, and it's all about how much love we show to the Prophet and how much love we can input into the small recitation that we can actually make. This year, pitch was a big focus of ours, and we both of us judges believe that hopefully next year all our participants can work on their pitch a bit more, so that we can have more tune and more pitch for Naats. So thank you so much for everything, and we also like to thank Sister Adila for her hard efforts in putting together this competition every single year and maintaining such a high level of Naat recitation. Thank you very much for that.
It's all down to your feedback. The children have been taking feedback on board. If you noticed, last year not many children recited the Makta, but this year they've specifically taken that point on board.
They have.
Okay, just before we move on to our closing dua, I have some small gifts that I would like to present to judges for giving us your time and your valuable comments and feedback. So Sister Noor and Sister Anisa are my lovely co-hosts who have been hosting the weekly shows with me. So could I request you to, one by one, just give one gift each to our judges. Could you please keep the bag upright? There's cupcakes in there.
Yes.
You should have done that.
I'll put it this way.
Which way is it?
Just have a look inside which way it should be.
The chocolates are down.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
They got a bit off, but yeah, that's fine.
I hope you enjoy the cupcakes. Thank you very much, Sisters Noor and Sister Anisa. I just want to extend a huge thank you to you as well. Behind the scenes support, you've been helping out with the children in the guest room and with all the parents, keeping everything in order. So thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, swiftly moving on to our closing dua. Hafiz Sahib, can you do dua, please?
Ameen. Allahumma anta salamu wa minka salamu wa ilayka yarji'u salam. حينا ربنا بالسلام وأدخلنا دار السلام تبارك ربنا وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. Ya Allah, bless the organizers of the 2019 Bright Stars Naat competition with the highest of rewards. Ya Allah, bless also everybody who took part in today's contest, as well as Adila as a presenter and myself and brother Ismail as judges. Ya Allah, please accept our efforts in promoting the art of Naat Khani, Ya Allah, in today's competition. Ya Allah, for all the students who held positions, first of all, a very big congratulations to them on behalf of myself and brother Ismail. It is indeed a big achievement to be able to have held a place here today. Ya Allah, let this be an inspiration for them to continue practicing the art of Naat Khani, Ya Allah. And for those who did not quite make it to the top, Ya Allah, let this not be a discouragement for them. In fact, let it be the total opposite. Let it be a source of inspiration and motivation for them to practice even more, so that inshallah in the coming years they can be the ones to achieve the positions. And Ya Allah, one more thing very important for everybody, for all the people listening on Facebook, all the people watching on YouTube, and all the people here, all the parents and all the students. Ya Allah, please allow everyone to understand that the art of Naat Khani is a continuous journey. There's no destination to it. Naat Khani is something which you must do all day, every day. Well, not all day, every day, but as much as you can every day, and continue doing it for the rest of your life. It's a never-ending journey. The more you do, the more you'll get out of it, Ya Allah. Inshallah, Ya Allah, please make sure that the spirit of Naat Khani, Ya Allah, continues to live on in all the students that took part in today's competition. اللهم اهدنا على الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين आमीन. या अल्लाह रहम फरमा मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के वास्ते, या रसूल अल्लाह करम कीजिए खुदा के वास्ते, मुश्किलें हल कर शह मुश्किल कुशा के वास्ते, करबलाएं रज शहीद करबला के वास्ते. या अल्लाह हम सारों को अच्छा मुसलमान बनने की तौफीक अता फरमा. या अल्लाह हम सारों को ऐसा मुसलमान बना के जब अग़यार हमारी तरफ देखें तो वो ये ना सोचें कि शुक्र है हम मुसलमान नहीं हैं, जैसा कि हमारी करतूतों की वजह से आजकल हो रहा है, बल्कि वो ऐसा सोचें कि काश हम भी मुसलमान हो सकें, काश हम भी मुसलमान होते. सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला हबीब खैर खल्क़िही सय्यिदना मौलाना मुहम्मद व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन बिरहमतिका या अरहमर राहिमीन.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much once again, Brother Ismail and Hafiz Sahib. Thank you very much for coming in. And inshallah, we hope to see you again next year.
Inshallah.
Just to announce to the listeners, Revive FM is going on FM, is going on full-time radio from 19th of July. So inshallah, once it goes on full-time radio, inshallah, you'll be hearing a lot more from Bright Stars as well. So stay tuned. And the children who are listening to us in the guest room, please stay where you are. We're going to take some group photographs. And the remaining participants will get a goodie bag as well. So no one will be leaving empty-handed. And just before I sign off, I want to extend a huge thank you to my mum who is listening at home. My mum has spent a lot of hours baking for the children and for the judges and for everyone. So all the cupcakes in there and all the cakes that the children will be receiving were baked by my mum. So they're all homemade, and we hope that you enjoy them at iftari time. So thank you very much. Signing off from myself, your host Noor Adila. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.